They say too many chefs spoil the broth. If it's too hot in the kitchen, get out.
Oh,
We've lost the best ever batsmen to have played the game.
well,
Chef, cook, the only one for me. Gone.
yeah.
Left. One game left. Probably a triple ton in there. What happens if he gets a triple ton?
He's definitely calling it a
Oh,
day.
this is a Long Talk Cricket podcast. I'm Dave. Owen sat beside me. We're here to review the fourth test, the series decider between England versus India. And we'll do comments as well. A little bit of the old comments. A little bit of the old Cookie Wookie is gone.
Yeah,
Cookie Monster has departed.
just English cricket, innit? He's still going to play.
International cricket, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll still play for... He'll make so many runs for Essex.
You think?
Like Trescothick. Trescothick just
Yeah,
continues to make the runs.
good point. Don't think just Gothic ever didn't though, did he?
No, but then like what I'm saying is that Cookie's just a far superior than anyone in county.
Until Jimmy retires.
Right, when Jimmy Anderson does retire,
Yeah.
I got a feeling that's I'll retire from everything.
Oh, do you think? You think he'll
He's
just
gonna
call
bowl
the whole
out
thing
until
down?
he's like
I
40
think he'll take a coaching role as soon as he quits England.
I think Alistair Cook's better than Kohli. I'll rattle a few people. Innit?
He's trying to come up with some statements. Like, I think if Moen would have been batting where he should have, he'd have a better average than Kohli.
King Cook,
Yes.
rubbish Kohli.
Yeah.
Who has more hundreds? That's the only question I need to put down there.
Well, who's better?
Cook.
Exactly.
Has Kohli ever played for England, the best test side in the world?
That's
Answers
a good
that
one.
question, doesn't it?
That's a good one. Comment down below if you know the answer.
Has Kohli ever won the Ashes?
Yeah. Has he ever even competed in the Ashes?
Has he ever made an Ashes team?
Yeah, that's a very good. I don't think he. I doubt it.
Has Kohli ever captained England?
Yeah. What about Australia?
Is it? Do you want to get into this?
Do you know, it feels like we haven't done this for ages.
It does, doesn't it?
Why is that?
Because the little this, I don't know.
Just we haven't.
We haven't missed anything. Maybe we probably missed the Sunday episode here or there.
Okay.
But then such is life.
There you go,
How are things with you?
mate. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, they say brilliant.
Well, it's just that's my outlook on
Yes.
things generally. How about you?
Yeah. Good.
That's slightly below brilliant, isn't it?
You're all right. I watched that Man City documentary.
Oh yeah, I got bored of that halfway through the first one.
Did you not like it?
It wasn't actually telling me anything.
I
I thought it was going to give me an insight into it. It wasn't giving me an insight. It was just Pep Guardiola moving things around a board really quickly and going, I can't give you the answer, and then walking out. But I want to know. I want to know some stuff.
After watching that, I just wanted to dress like Pep. I'm not allowed.
Just wear the jumpers.
I just doesn't wear the jumper and then
you shave your head.
yeah, I probably would have. And the white crew neck t-shirt.
Yeah, nice.
And then I was just like, oh, that's gonna be my get-up. And being told that's not allowed.
What shoes he wear?
He wears like weird like trainers, like running shoes or Converse and things weird
He
stuff.
does, doesn't he?
He wears like high fashion stuff, but like I was just gonna rock a pair of Converse.
Nice.
But sometimes dreams die and fade, and then Eagles.
Sometimes your dream is the best thing that never happened. Let's get on with it.
On a side note,
Yeah.
have you ever seen the picture of? There's a guy, right? I'm not gonna put it on the screen because I can't bother to read it, but there's a guy. I feel like the guy who's closest to the diamond keeps on going is us on this podcast.
Do you think
I feel like if we gave in now,
we'd be the top one?
we'd be definitely the top one, yeah.
But when is the top one making a good decision?
I feel like it's only a matter of
Like,
time.
Is
Just
it
keep chipping
always the
away.
case that both of those blokes have the diamonds on the other side of the wall?
Well, in that picture it is.
But
That's how you have to look at life.
okay.
I feel like just keep chipping away. Like that man on that picture.
Yeah.
Just keep chipping at it and those diamonds will come in reach.
Nice. I can't wait.
Anyway, let's get into the teams.
I mean, I wonder if we could figure out at the rate that we get subscribers, how long we would have to do this podcast for.
But then, if you looked at the guy chipping away at the diamonds, he had no diamonds until they had millions of diamonds.
That's very true. Does it happen like that? Does it?
Yes. So that's how. Just change diamonds to subscribers, views, money.
Yeah.
Our own.
It's that simple.
Imagine having our own app that we just did a commentary on. Well, yeah, tune in.
Yeah.
And we put Test Match Special out of business.
Well, I wouldn't want to do that, really.
Well,
what I would like is if they just gave us a job straight off the bat just now from here, and we could just leave this channel to die.
He's pretty much already dead.
Okay, right. Should we get into the game?
AGS Bowl, Southampton. Anyway, let's look at the teams. The notable changes is Moeen Ali comes into the squad for, is it Wokes? No. Moeen Ali comes in for Pope. What do you reckon about that, Owen? Ollie Pope, the young 20-something, 20-year-old, 21-year-old, whatever he is.
Yeah, well...
Axed after 2 games? 3 games?
Yeah, I think it was kind of obvious. It was a bit... I don't know why they did that. We spoke about it before. I don't mind it.
No, nor do I.
I mean, I think it was a...
Lots of people say it was harsh on the...
Yeah.
But people get really excited about young players, don't they?
It's a bit of a hit and hope, wasn't it?
I don't understand this excitement over young players.
Well, if they're really good, then you've got someone for 10 years who's
Ollie
really
Pope
good.
didn't show us he was really good.
No, but they were just hoping it suddenly happened.
I only had 2 games, but I felt like it was a very positive move. And I said it in the last test match, in the last episode. The Moeen Ali comes in, but bats a lot lower. Everybody moves at 1. Johnny Bairstow, with his injury, doesn't take the gloves, but he bats 4. Josh Butler comes in at 6. Stokes goes in at 5 at the end. Sam Curran's back in the squad after missing out in the last test match to Ben Stokes.
Yeah, he should be a permanent fixture in that team.
But Chris Wokes isn't fit to take the field, so he misses out this test match. And Adil Rashid keeps his spot.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I like it.
What? Picking Mo and picking Rashid?
I think Moeen Ali's a great bowler in England, right? But it doesn't need to be our only bowler, our only spin bowler. Moeen Ali needs to kind of be given opportunity with the bats. Maybe we'll get on to where he should bat later on when he changes from...
Did you see the wickets he took?
7. Yeah.
Did you actually see the actual wickets? The figures are amazing. But did you actually see how he got
was
them
good,
out?
and the second innings stuff was good. It even got it to spin.
Okay.
And it was against right-handers, Owen.
No. Okay.
It's quite literally Muralitharan. I like that. I like having 2 spinners, but Moeen Ali as a second spinner.
I don't really... But there's... Okay.
Right, let's get...
Why have 2 if you're only going to bowl 1?
So this is what happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
They bowl, and Moeen Ali does really well. Then keep bowling him. You don't need to bowl rash. Don't just be like...
So you're just having 2 because you know one of them is going to be crap.
No,
that's why you pick 2. We can't just pick 1. They're both rubbish. What we do is we pick 2.
But it's like
if one of them bowls well, we keep them on.
It's like,
you can't do that.
It's like bowling like Joe Root. Joe Root picks up 2-3 quick wickets. Keep bowling him. He's bowling well. Don't just be like, we've got to bowl the other test.
Joe Root doesn't go through a massive bowling spell because he bowls well. They never do that. They never go, just keep him on, Mo. You're not bowling this test match because Joe is in some serious form.
But then, if you had a player like an Andrew Simons in your team, right?
Yeah.
And you'll test him. I know he's mainly... Same with Paul Collingwood, I know they're mainly ODI bowlers.
Mm-hmm.
But if they were bowling really well and the conditions suited them, and they're not your frontline bowlers, keep bowling them if they're taking wickets. No problem with that. You don't need to bowl another spinner if Moeen Ali's bowling well. Don't just cut off your...
What? Yeah, but why isn't Rashid our first go-to spinner? Moeen Ali is the first go-to spinner. So what are you picking Rashid for?
Conditions.
It's rubbish.
It's not. You don't know. You're
rubbish.
Rashid actually bowled in the first innings before Mo did. So
there you go.
So Rash is king. I like it. I don't know why you're crying about it. Moeen Ali's a batsman who can bowl. Rashid is alright now bowler. absolutely fine with that. You don't need to bowl someone for 40 overs if someone else is doing really well.
It's such a lie.
You're bowling them for the point of bowling them.
No. I'm just picking bowlers I'm going to use. That's what I'd do.
You said that you may.
It's just wasting. It's wasting a spot. If you're not going to bowl them, don't pick him.
You said that they should just have a lottery and bring someone in from the crowd.
Yeah, it's the same, isn't it?
Anyway, should we get into this game?
Yeah, go for it.
England win the toss and choose to bowl first. Whoops, choose the bat first. But it was a swinger-dinger, wasn't it? First up.
It looked pretty, throughout the whole test match, it looked really hard to bat on.
And that first ball, I think it was a mistake from Joe Root. It was a bit of a swinger-dinger.
Although, to be fair, if it's really hard to bat, you definitely don't want to bat last, do you?
If it's spinning or breaking up, which it did. We saw the uneven
it's swinging
bats
a start with breaking up later. It's just really hard to bat on.
Well, I suppose we didn't really know it was going to break up, did we?
Well, maybe Rooty did.
Maybe that's why he picked two spinners.
Well, why didn't he use them then?
He did. Jennings made to look like a fool in the first innings.
Yeah, he's just decided he can't be bothered anymore. He just didn't even play a shot.
You have come out and said he's a rabbit in the headlights, and that was a rabbit in the headlights.
He looks just, I don't know, I think it's just the way he looks all the time. He looks absolutely terrified. He doesn't look like that. That's not the face he pulls.
I need to go to the toilet. And I'm back. I brought supplies. Ready?
Can you get me a tinny canny one?
No. You got to drive, man. I'm already 8 down. Where were we? Jennings looking like a bit of a fool.
Yeah, he's not good enough. But he's going to have to figure out how, because I've got a sneaky suspicion that Cookie ain't going to be around forever.
Well, someone else is going to have to. Thing is, though, we'll get onto that. I don't know what you do about Jennings in the next game because the door's been blown wide open.
Let him grind it out.
I don't know.
Let him grind it out.
I don't know. I think you just put Wokes there. Cook goes out from Pandya. I don't like Pandya as well. I don't think he's very good. Cook will be disappointed to get out to him. But India seem to have it over Cook at the moment. But
well, they got it over the top 4, haven't they?
Joe Root, LBW, that did swing though, didn't it?
Yeah, but
that came in.
But every bowling attack in the world has it over our top 4 batsmen, whoever we put there.
I sent out a tweet out earlier. Well, the other day, so it is earlier. Are India disappointed? Because this isn't a very good England team, and India's supposed to be number 1 in the world, right? I know it's English conditions. But that pitch there, that was a spinning pitch. They got the best of the swing.
What's that? What do you believe in that fast and slow spin though? Because in India it's sort of slow spin, innit?
If Moeen Ali makes you look like a mug, I'm sorry, but I like Mo.
Change your tune.
I like Mo, but he's no. Ashwin didn't bowl anywhere near as well as Mo.
He didn't bowl very well, did he?
No.
It's weird.
But what I'm saying is, India might come over here, and I know this might trigger a few fans because these my kind of things that I come out with do.
They always seem to hate.
You're a bad
me
team.
For some
You've
reason.
got a bad. I think that actually India will be disappointed because England aren't playing very well in home conditions, and if this was South Africa or New Zealand, a non-subcontinental, even Pakistan, maybe not because we did beat them, didn't we? But if this was New Zealand, South Africa, Australia, I feel like we might be for the taking at home.
I think if we played 5 test matches against India next summer,
we could all be different.
Yeah, I just think
when we've got a good front 4 there,
yeah.
and we start making 400 every game. Yeah,
I don't think anyone at the moment in world cricket
has a dominating team.
Is that good?
Here's a question for you though. Well, a statement if you like.
Or I shouldn't say that good. That much better than anyone else.
The games are fairly tight, right? The last one wasn't so much, but England aren't putting on 400.
No, we don't have a top 4. You need your 2 openers at 3 and 4
India
to be getting runs.
Maybe we'll do a series roundup or something like that. But India are supposed to be a very good team, and I believe that their batsmen are really good in home conditions. I just feel like Indian fans will be disappointed. England are here for the taking.
Well, I thought the Indian fans I've heard don't think they've got a very good batting lineup.
I think India are very worried about swinging conditions, but I think you've got Bumrah who can swing it. So, okay, batsman.
Ishant Sharma was moving the ball.
Shami. I think those three pace bowlers.
Yeah,
really good bowlers.
Yeah,
but not quite Jimmy Broady.
Broady's
and Wokesy / Curry.
You get rid of Broad, really.
Bairstow goes for 6. England find themselves when Bairstow's out, 28 for 3. Cook 36 for 4, and it's then goes 69 for 5, and Butler goes. He makes 21.
And then it's the same old story, isn't it?
Stokes 86 for 6, but if we ever needed a hero,
just the old waggy tail coming in, right?
Moeen Ali, Sam Curran put on a bit of a partnership. Almost 100 partnership between those two. That sees England. Moeen goes out 167 for 7. What did you reckon about Mo's return to Test match cricket in the bat?
I was disappointed with how he got out, considering that he was in. He tends to do that when he's on 7 or something. But when he's on 40, and he looked it was a highlights package, so they usually do. But he looked in form, which he is from his count, because he got a double 100, didn't he?
Yeah, and he bats.
So he is in form.
What do you think about?
And then he played some weird sweep thing, and I don't know why he does that.
Right, I think what I would say about Moeen Ali is don't bat him down there because you give him this weird license.
Yeah,
you might not even say it to him.
Just give it away.
But yeah, it's that you're not a batsman.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
put him at 3. He'll do really well.
I think at number 4, I would
He's got to be in the top order. He's a top order batsman.
But I think if you bat him below Butler, you give him a weird license to do what he wants, and I don't think he can be as effective as he could be.
I think he's got to be in the top 5.
Sam Curran, who seems to be a man who is just taken straight into this England side.
Yeah.
78, a massive 78 in the context of the game.
Weird way to get out as well. Just totally missed it.
He was the last man,
but he was batting so well, and it wasn't a great ball. Just completely missed one.
I think Sam Curran might have a better average than Joe Root at the moment.
Joe Root is a perfect example of an average not showing you how good the person is, not reflecting the person's form.
Yeah, what about Broad getting 17?
That's a great innings for him, isn't it? He's done really well there.
England make 246 all out.
You think he's still growing?
He looks big, man. When he picks the bat up, he looks really tall.
Think he's got youth pads on. He's got to be careful about getting hit in the knees.
Is this just real life?
How tall is he? Is he 6'8"?
6'6"? I don't know.
Why are you singing a Queen song?
It's in my head. Or is this just fantasy? So we've just been cut off, but we'll come back with a bang. Sam Curran, 78, takes this score from being very mediocre, poor,
to being from being a bad score to a competitive one.
Just about competitive. Well, in the context of the game, it was a good score, but England can say that Sam Curran has effectively, at that point, kept them in the game, if not won it.
He has now about 2 years of playing crap before we can drop him. That's what he's just brought himself. Because he played really well. We dropped him for no reason to bring in a brawler, and then he comes back in and does really well.
I don't think Stokes should play. All right, Wokes wasn't fit, so fair enough. But if Wokes is fit and Stokes is not fit, he can only bat, Wokes plays. Let's have an all-rounder.
This is nothing against fighters, but I pick Wokes over Stokes just on purely cricketing things, nothing to do with left hooks.
Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide.
Could I Shazam that? Think it would pick it up.
Shall we move on to the
Indian
bowlers? See how they got on. Bumrah, be honest with you, I gave Bumrah some tap.
Did you say England bowlers?
Indian bowlers. We'll just,
Oh, sorry.
I gave Bumrah a tap before the start of the series, saying he can only bowl in ODIs. Very, very good Test bowler.
That's not a bad little. Look at that. Economy of 2.3.
3 for
That ain't bad, is
46
it?
off his 20. Ishant Sharma, I thought he was a bit over the hay as well. But
Hill.
over the hill, yeah. Or the hay, if it's a hay stack.
Okay. I guess it could be over anything, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to have been around for ages, but I say that I don't know how old he was
When he broke
back
onto
in
the
like
scene.
2009. I don't know.
I don't like Virat Kohli.
No, not a fan.
No.
He's not one of their bowlers, is he?
I just can't get past it.
Ashwin didn't do too well. That says otherwise.
Ashwin, 2 for... In the first innings, he's better, but still not as effective as you might think.
He didn't, like, in India, he's just impossible, isn't he?
And
He looks
Ashwin,
super dangerous.
I'm pretty sure they opened the bowling with Ashwin, so why that says it like that? I thought it was pretty ballsy actually opening the bowling with Ashwin, but maybe I'm just telling a lie. Maybe this isn't fantasy. I'm caught in a landslide.
Do you know any of the other words, or is that it?
Do reality.
Good.
Do you know any of them?
Well,
Dun, dun.
no.
Shami, I think Shami's India's best bowler. I really like this Shami lad. Shami lad.
Eh.
I think he's quick.
He's quite
Get
sharp.
it to move, and he's got nice. Like the way he bowls in the position on the crease, gets that when he comes into the right handers, he gets it to come like go on rather than go. I don't know how to explain it. Man.
Trying to be technical.
No, I'm
Because
just trying
everyone
to.
now knows that you don't know what you're talking about.
Like he gets it to zip on, but that's because he's not moving it in. It's going on with the arm, if you like.
Okay.
But it's quicker than you think.
Yeah.
He bowls a heavy
You
ball.
faced him, have you?
I like Shami. I'd have Shami in the England squad.
Pick him.
I wouldn't have Kohli though. Not good enough. Let's get into India's first innings. India all out for 2.
Wow, I wasn't watching the highlights very well.
India all out for 273 in reply to England's 246. They have a lead of what's that?
And someone went out and
30 odd.
got a big tonnage.
Darwin and Rahul haven't made runs really. They've made starts in most of the
I
games.
jinxed Raoul. That's my fault
Yeah,
for this
yeah.
tour. That's my fault. I jinxed him badly.
Do you remember when you were at primary school and girls used to do their socks like that?
Yeah.
They used to roll it down.
It's weird, isn't it?
And they used to, yeah. It feels really comfortable doing it.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever done it. I'll have to try it.
You have to. Pujara, a player who was touted for great success, actually. A player who a lot of Indian fans, or people I've heard in the media, have said he can have a very promising career ahead of him, and he's done well previously. If that's wrong, then don't.
Pujara carried his bat.
It's not called. You can't. It's not,
No,
it's not
but-
carrying your bat, though.
Well,
is
it is, isn't it?
He's not out score. That's what he got.
Where he came in
Carrying
at
your
number
bat.
3.
But he didn't come in like the second ball. Carrying your bat, you have to be there from ball 1.
But he came in at number 3. Well, all right, let's have a look. Let's look at the thing of when the first wicket went down. He went until the whole team got out.
7.2 overs.
Right. And then he came in and the whole team got out.
Yeah,
He
he
carried
was
his
the
bat.
glue, if you like.
He's
Didn't
not
carry
the
his bat.
glue, he was everything. They only got... what they-
140 more.
Exactly.
So, wait, double his score, but he basically got half their runs.
Yeah.
And
Fair
a
play
really,
to him.
really good knock. One of the best knocks we've seen all summer, really, actually.
Definitely the best 100.
Not quite as good as Wokes, but never mind. Kohli, 46, bowled current Cook. Kohli can't quite go on and match Pujara in this innings. Those two were putting on a bit of a
I think he's
partnership.
put to bed that he can't bat in England, isn't he?
He's a different class, Kohli. I
Yeah.
know I don't like him. I know Cook's better, but Kohli's been a different class
yeah,
to all the
he's
players
the best
we've seen.
batsman in the world, I think.
Yeah, we'll get on. We've got comments to get onto, and people have been taking.
All right.
Well, what you gonna do? No one else really makes any runs. Moeen Ali quickly runs through India towards the back end of the
He
innings.
did. Look at that.
I want to talk to you about. Let's have a look at the bowlers. I mean, Stokes bowled after Jennings did? What's the deal? That's telling me that Stokes has got an injury. Why are we playing him?
I don't know about Stokes. It confuses me. He can't still be injured. Is he just constantly injured? Or do they just know that he can't really bowl very well, so they just don't bowl him very much?
He bowled really well in the first test, didn't he?
But he just bowls short. I think they bowl him, and if he's not bowling well, they just bring him off.
Actually, I think he bowled. No, I think it's an injury. I think he bowled well this test match. Bowled really well in the first game, and actually, I think he's carrying an injury. And I've said it on this podcast before. It won't be long until you don't see him play white ball stuff for England.
You're mental.
Why?
You think he'll give up the shorter game first?
Well, there's more money in being a Test cricketer than there has been in an England ODI cricketer.
Well, maybe you're right, mate. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we?
I could see him giving up ODI before T20. I can see ODI actually.
You think he'll just give up the ODI thing?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Just 4 overs isn't a lot to bowl.
That'd be weird, wouldn't it? Has anyone ever done that?
I don't know, but if I was a player, I'd never retire.
No. You should never retire for your country. You shouldn't.
No.
You should be told when you've had your day.
Paul Scholes is the biggest traitor that's ever happened to him. Let's have a look at the bowling. Broad picks up 3 for. He's obviously looking pretty all right these days.
Yeah.
Curran 1 for 41. Jennings gets the 2 overs before.
Are they just seeing if he can bowl? Just trying to keep him in the side.
Rashid doesn't pick up a wicket but bowls 7 overs. Moeen, quite brilliant figures. 5 for 63 off 16. Stokes 1 for 23 off 7. What does this mean then, Owen? Moeen Ali's picking up 5ers.
Poor batting.
He's mopped up the tail, didn't he, really? Which Rashid's been known to do.
You can't argue with those figures, but he did take some weird wickets.
Yeah?
Yeah, he did.
I quite liked... Who was it? Was it Sharma's wicket when Cook was dribbling it all over the place?
Yeah, I don't know.
So India have got a 30-odd run lead in the first innings. England come into bat. And actually Jennings, we've probably his top score this summer, 36.
He got 36. We watched highlights and there was not a single highlight of him batting, so I can only imagine what that 36 looked like.
Decent. We struck around like
and then when he got out, they were like, oh, he was grinding so hard.
Yeah,
he must have been out there for like 7 hours and got 36.
He was grinding hard. Well, I actually was able to watch that. He was grinding. He was like a skateboarder going down a set of stairs.
Nice.
Yeah. Just on the railings, grinding.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. Cool.
He even got out his like wax and waxed the railings.
Yeah, I'm not sure they do that with skateboards.
Do batsmen wax their bats?
Oil.
Yeah,
linseed, innit? Although I think that's the thing of the past. They just chuck them away and get another one.
Yeah.
They don't really do that.
What happens to those bats, do you reckon?
Oh, I don't know. Go to clubs, get auctioned, make a bit of money at the club.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you reckon they just get incinerated?
They won't get incinerated.
No?
People pay too much money for them.
All right. Yeah, okay. FP. Moeen Ali comes in at number 3 this time, Owen. What do you feel...
I wish he'd have got I would rather have swapped the scores. I'd be really happy then. If he'd have got 9 in the first innings, batting where he did, and 40 in this innings, it would have been really good. He needs to take his chance batting there.
What do you feel about, in the middle of a game, changing the batting order like that?
I don't mind. Not if it's a player who's meant to bat there anyway.
Because Virat Kohli, when Moeen Ali came out to the crease, and then later when Joe Root came out to the crease, was giving real stick to both of them about Joe Root not batting 3, Moeen Ali batting 3. He was really peppering them hard. But he lost the game and Cook is better.
That's probably what they said to him. They probably said, listen, mate, you're going to lose. And Cookie, doesn't matter what you do with the rest of your career, you'll never be as good as he is.
And then apparently somebody...
This is a lie.
The England boys brought out pictures of them holding the Ashes and said, you'll never get this. You'll never be able to do this.
Yeah.
This is the pinnacle of Test match cricket, and you're just not there.
That's annoying, isn't it? If you're not from Australia or England, because the Ashes is, but we are English, so we're going to think that, aren't we?
Yeah, maybe Indian and Pakistan.
That is big.
It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not quite as big as the Ashes. Moeen Ali, do you think Joe Root obviously would prefer not to bat 3, but it doesn't seem to be averse to batting there. He seems like he will take it on if needs be. Do you think Moeen Ali is a number 3?
That was a disgraceful run out, by the way.
Right, let's just finish off Moeen Ali.
Awful run out. No, I'd rather Root 3, Mo 4.
But then, let's say Joe Root's not going to do that.
Try it. I don't mind trying it. He can bat a 3. He bats at 3
bats at 3 was counted.
I don't mind.
If you say you're batting 3 and then we're not giving you that license to play weird shots, then let's try that. Joe Root just couldn't be bothered with his running. Bad calling, bad running.
And we were watching it, and he gave Stokes a stare.
Yeah.
I think he was doing that because he was expecting Stokes to say your end.
Right.
Because the guy's, it's hit to him, so he's obviously going to throw it to Stokes' end, and he goes at the other end, and Stokes should shout your end, because it's really he's throwing it at Stokes' end.
Your innings has come to an end.
You're an international cricketer, and you should run hard and make sure you're in your crease.
And you should hit the bag when you get back into the change room, because I'm coming for you. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Root 48, another start, another non-100. Bairstow batting.
First baller.
Bonk. Right, I'm
Knocked
on the fence about Johnny
his leg
Bairstow.
peg out the ground.
I'm honestly on the fence about Johnny Bairstow. Do you remember all those podcasts where I was like, we both agreed, bring him up, he should be batting higher up. Jeffrey Boycott said something saying, you're taking away from his natural game, batting him this high up. He should be able to that counter-attacking player that down the order. Well, he's batted normally.
I don't think batting at 5 is too high.
But he's saying he should be batting 6 or 7. He should come in at least after Stokes. Stokes should come in before him.
I don't know what the argument there is. Stokes doesn't give you anything that Bairstow doesn't.
But he's saying that Bairstow gives you more batting lower down the innings. I'm actually starting to be. I don't know.
No, we don't
Bairstow
need.
looks
I'll get rid of him then.
No, don't get rid of him.
We don't need more lower middle order batsmen. It's absolutely packed jammoed. Unless you take Rashid out of there, put Bairstow batting at 10.
Oh, I'm not having Moeen Ali.
Ridiculous.
Not having Moeen Ali's wearing his spinner. Bairstow, I think, might want to go away and do a bit of work.
Yeah, what we need is to get rid of more established players. So we can just have a complete mumbo jumbo, more of a mess than it already is, and get rid of Cookie whilst you're at it.
Bairstow, actually, saying that though, Bairstow was the last person before Woakes to score 100. So.
Imagine after the next game, Anderson just goes, "Oh, do you know what? I'm not doing this either." They both go.
Or was it like 05 Ashes? No, 07. Warney goes, like, yeah, we'll all do it then.
Exactly. Yeah, just something like that.
That would leave us in a state.
Who do you think they'd put into open? Okay, I'm calling it now. The first Test match after Cook has retired.
Yeah.
Moeen, Bairstow, or Stokes will open the batting.
Stokes will not open the batting.
Okay, but it's one of those 3.
I think Woakes.
Shut up.
Curran probably could do it.
No, come on, we're not doing that. But one of those will. They'll give it. All right, they'll give it to Bairstow or Moeen. They'll give an opening spot.
They won't. They will not.
You know they will.
Let's move on then. Stokes makes a battling 30, but Ashwin picks up his wicket. 30 of over 100 balls. Good innings, but couldn't quite. It was a vital partnership break as well. Couldn't quite break on through to the other side.
Hello. Yeah, a cheeky little innings from Butler there.
It's not quite cheeky or little, but Butler 69.
A rude score.
Butler actually is a player that's. I can't remember the last player that's come into the England squad as a batsman that has done this well. He's just taken to Test match batting.
Yeah, And run out there.
What?
You're
Curran?
talking about Butler, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were.
Butler 69. Sam Curran, another good score, 46. He plays silly billies with a run in.
Yeah, that was a weird one. Well, he came back for 2. He didn't need to. It's a really bad run. I think he already had the ball in his hand, the fielder, or as good as. Yeah, that's poor.
And a vital 0 from Stuart Broad.
He's rubbish, isn't he?
So England set.
Imagine, what's that Sky programme they did? The Verdict.
Yeah.
Imagine it faced Mark Butcher. Like he's rubbish, isn't he?
England set 244 to chase. Shami picks up the 4 wickets again. Another good bowling performance by Shami. Sharma 2. Ashwin opens the bowling in the second innings. Bowls 37 overs, 1 for 84. Economical but not threatening.
I remember listening to Test Match Special, and Jeffrey Boycott and Aggers were doing it, and it was at the lunch break. And who's the guy? Have you ever watched the Channel 5 highlights? And he's sort of bold, and he does the batting.
Simon Mann.
Yeah. And Jeffrey Boycott's like, why do they let Simon do the batting? It's like, well, he knows what he's doing. He's very technical. He's a very good cricket player. Like, he's rubbish at batting.
Yeah, he's a bowler.
I should be out there doing that. That's why I like him.
Jeffrey Boycott came back after his recent heart surgery. This was his first game back. He sounded in good nick.
Good.
Is this just real life, though?
It was a good question.
Ashwin, 1 for 84 of 37. Not quite as effective as Moeen Ali. But then, at the end of the day, if Kohli's not as effective as Cook, what are you going to do?
Listen,
if
you don't bat as well as we do and you do not bowl as well as we do, you can guarantee Stokesy is going to catch it.
India go on to chase, or try to chase,
it's not
244 runs.
You got the old Kohli Rahane thing.
Where did you, before the innings started,
I backed them all day.
You backed India?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I thought might have been a bit tighter than it was.
Backed them.
But I backed England all day.
No.
And I just thought, do you know what? Cook's a good player. He'll catch him.
Has Cook ever bowled in Test match cricket?
Yes, he's picked up 1 wicket.
Has he got a wicket?
Yeah.
Who was it? Kohli?
It was actually, honestly.
Was it Kohli?
Honestly, I don't know who. Shall I Google it?
I think it
might. No, it wasn't.
It was Kohli.
It wasn't.
It was bowled, top of off stump.
Shall I put a Cook wicket? I think he was actually a good batsman.
What?
Cook.
I think it.
Cook wicket.
I've got.
Right. Alistair Cook's first and only Test wicket. Here we go.
We're going to watch it.
We're going to watch it.
It's going to be our first fight companion. Well, this is an advert. We aren't sponsored by these people. Ignore it.
Oh, he's done the Bob Willis run up. He loves it, doesn't he? Well, he has put to a wicket. He's not telling us who it is, though.
Oh, he was. This is a Test match.
Yeah.
Alistair Cook was taking the mick, bowling a ball in a Test match, and actually took a wicket.
Peter Moores was the coach back then. Good hairstyle from Cookie there. It's nice. Rate that. He's having a good laugh.
Can we see who we got out? No,
Alistair Cook.
We don't get to see who we got out.
It's a right-hander.
Caught behind.
It's
was it LB?
Caught down the leg side, isn't it?
Was it? Oh, Matt Pryor. There's a wicket keeper for you.
It's Ishant Sharma. Does it? England led by 348 runs.
Oh my God.
And overs left today.
India at 387 as well.
They were just having a joke. That's why Cook is the best player to ever play the game. They were just literally having a joke. Anyway, that was nice, wasn't it?
I don't remember those days.
No, it was a long time ago. I miss Matty Pryor.
He was a good wicket keeper, wasn't he? Good wicket keeper batsman.
So yes, yeah. But who would you rather have, him or Bairstow?
Pryor.
Yeah, probably just. Well, maybe not. Anyway, India fall 60 runs short. They make 184.
England.
Broad gets one to keep low, really low. Picks up Rahul for a duck.
Is it 3-1 now?
Yes. Well, let's go through this.
You just said they fell short.
Let's go through this batting lineup.
Raul got naught.
That wasn't...
Pujara.
Picks up
LB. Do you
five.
think it was out?
Yes.
I'm just...
Darwin, good catch by Stokes. Looked like he came off the pad, but came off the bat. Good catch by Stokes. Kohli, what did you reckon about Kohli's first time he got out and then he didn't walk?
No, it definitely was not out.
Why?
Because they gave it not out.
Yeah, but it wasn't though, was it?
Honestly, I've got no problem with it.
But the noise was the bat hitting the pad.
You don't know that. I watched the replay. I watched the replay, and it could definitely be the ball hitting the bat.
I've seen a picture and you can see daylight between the bat and the
not.
ball.
Photoshop.
But Kohli finally goes for 58 to Moeen. Rahan makes 51. So a partnership there. Actually, when India were 120 for 3 and needed another 120 odd, they were probably looking favourites.
As soon as Kohli gets past 50, I think England are starting to panic.
Yeah, they have to be, yeah. But luckily, Moeen Ali is a fantastic bowler.
Yeah, and Stokes.
And Cook is a great catcher. And it's no surprise that Cook caught Kohli,
I think it was the pressure of Cook's runs that resulted in them
Kohli
folding.
Yeah. Rahan, I know the Test series isn't finished, but I've really liked Rahane as a batsman. I think he's actually looked like he can play Test match cricket in England. And I think if he had more game time, better preparation, he would be out there scoring hundreds.
What about Pant?
Terrible player. Pandya, not much better. And I think once you get through Rahane, the Indian lower order is nowhere near as good as England's lower order.
It's literally the other way around.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
We could make quite a good team if you merged England and India.
Yeah.
Be quite a good side.
Yeah, it would be. Cook would be the leader though, than the best. Anderson picks up 2 for 33 off his 11. Broad 1 for 23 off his 10. Moeen Ali picks up 4 for, so he's 9 in the game. 2 for Stokes, 1 for Curran, and not a wicket for Rashid. What do you reckon about that bowling performance then? England saved by their bowling rather than their batting.
Yeah, usually the case if we win.
Yeah, it is, especially.
Should we bash some comments out, mate? Nice game.
Let's
3-1 to England.
England win the series and with 1 game left to spare. That tells you what
How
a great team
weird
we
do you
are.
think this England team will be for the next one? Or do you think they'll...
Would you make any changes?
I'd drop Cookie now we know he's going, try and find an opener.
Let's get that extra game in.
Yeah.
Are you dropping Jennings? You got to, haven't you?
You can't now, can you? You can't now. Who do you bring back?
You bring in Lyth back?
I don't know. Bell. Do what KP said. Bring Ian Bell back.
Why bring KP back?
Yeah. Bring back the old guard. What's Priory doing? Strauss's got to be up for playing again. He must be bored of sitting in the office now.
I think...
Tresco. If you're doing it on who does well in county cricket, then he's got to be getting picked.
So the mics have just cut out and we've recorded lots, but didn't record lots. So we're going to just say, let's get straight into the comments. You ready, eh?
Yeah, no, I'm ready. I know people have been throwing shade at me because we've already done this once.
So Nabil Hussain, India really miss Bhuvi, although Shami is bowling well.
We agree.
As a bowler, I'm loving the Duke ball. I hate the Kookaburra. I like the way that I read these out.
It's interesting that you've bowled with both of them.
I like the way I read these out. It feels like I'm putting emphasis behind the conversation. Yeah, we love the Duke ball. Like England struggle against spin and real pace, India struggle against swing, aka KL Rahul is better than he is showing, which we spoke about twice now because we've done this comment. Broad needs to be replaced by real pace, Wood or Plunkett.
Well, I would rather that if they're going to get rid of him, just bring in Wokes, and then you can keep Stokes, and they can both be in the same team.
But then Nabil would say that's not real pace.
Yeah, I'm disagreeing.
And Nabil said that England will struggle abroad because they haven't got that real pace.
Wokes will cover it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love the Rashid and Sam Curran selection, which we would agree with.
Yeah, it's when they haven't picked Mo as well, isn't it?
You're kind of hating Rashid at the moment. I don't know why.
No, I'm not.
Sorry for the long comment in 103 podcast. Keep it up, guys. Love to get involved somehow.
I've got no hate for Rashid.
We'd love for Nabil to get involved, though, wouldn't we?
How would you suggest he does that?
I think perhaps if there's continued interest in the guys at home getting involved, then I can only
Comment.
see, potentially call-in shows, or
When on earth would we do that?
if we did a live podcast, get involved. Send your questions across. Just get involved.
Good. You've informed him.
Thanks, Nabil. We can't wait for you to. You'll probably end up on this.
Throw me some shade.
Marcus Connolly would happily be the Jamie for this podcast.
Nice.
No,
I'm not saying it again.
Owen thought I said Paul Collingwood, and we had a joke about how great it would be if Paul Collingwood.
I don't want to hear this story.
Was the yeah, I told a story, but we're not. Vasily Sharma, why India don't play pink ball cricket?
Well, they shouldn't.
You say that they're a martyr for the cause.
Absolutely stick to it. You shouldn't play that game.
Marcus Connolly, and I believe Tom Wesley is the lad you're thinking of, Davy boy.
Yeah, correct.
Arjun Singh.
I wonder what happened to Wesley.
Don't know. Arjun Singh. This guy is an idiot. Ollie Pope is Oliver. Johnny Bairstow is Jonathan. Moron.
Why hasn't he got a profile picture? What is it? An A?
That's because
with a pink background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Oh well, speak to Dana.
Would you be up for that? Why don't you do one of them YouTube boxing fights?
We'll be on the undercard of Logan Paul versus CM Punk.
Do you reckon what? Are you going to go boxing?
I'm just saying.
Octagon?
All I'm saying is, it's going to take him a long time to get used to the ground.
And also, if you don't fight him, I showed you that one time when you were here how good my fighting was. But you kicked me in the face and I beat you up. Arjun Singh throwing shade towards Owen. AP.
Does this guy want to fight as well?
No, AP's on our side.
Okay.
Big up AP, smashing the chest, putting the peace sign up. You hating Kohli is still fine, you guys. Watch him only when England versus India match is going on. Imagine what we feel when we see the guy just jumping around making a mockery of himself. An Indian fan hating on Kohli. It's what I like to read. We don't know what's going wrong with the guy other than he's just an a-hole. Ooh.
No one likes send-offs.
I've never seen him clap when somebody else gets a ton. It's fine when he's batting, he just shuts up and talks to the bat. But his captaincy and his on-field stuff is just too cringy and embarrassing.
Yeah, well, I would agree.
He does. You actually said, Owen, that when Kohli gets out, you would run up to him, screaming in his face, and you'd be shaking his grip.
When I play cricket with people, when we're batting, they give us send-offs, I will return the favour. Absolutely. But I'm not about send-offs. I think that's shit.
You stop swearing on the pod as well, bro. On the other hand, seeing Joe Smile is the best sight in world cricket. The guy is a gem and he bats beautifully. England can have Kohli. Just give us Joe.
Sort it out.
Would you do that swap?
Absolutely.
I'd love to give a Stone Cold Stunner to Kohli.
Like that.
Imagine stunnering Kohli. Oh, it'd be great.
On the top rope.
Stunners on the top rope, but I would go on the top rope. AP. By the way, what's the cricket scene in England?
If someone throws shade at you, you're going to offer them into a wrestling match?
Yeah.
What sort of one? Money in the Bank? No rules?
No DQ, hardcore game. One where we can get tables, ladders and chairs out. Oh, yes.
What's the coffin one called?
Buried Alive. No. Casket match.
Yes. Can you have a Hell in the Cell casket match?
It's for a lot of caskets that be needed. By the way, what's the cricket scene in England? How popular is it? I'm guessing football is on top and then cricket or not.
It's a close first and second.
You didn't say that before.
Badminton's big here.
Shut up.
It is actually.
We discussed this and we said that football, then rugby, and then we're thinking maybe
darts,
tennis or cricket.
pool.
So cricket's a third or fourth. Or in this household,
lawn bowls.
wrestling.
Also,
F that guy who said, shorten it and show your ugly faces.
Who said that?
No
one said that.
He did.
Who said
that?
Someone said shorten it and show your ugly faces. No one wrote
Naveen
that.
Chowan, shorten it, be more specific, have a Red Bull before you start and show your ugly faces.
Oh my.
We in
That's
India
at you, that. Ugly
hungry.
faces.
But he's coming to them about how you're never up for the podder, so you need to... I've actually
Get out
had...
of town.
You've had an oasis, I've opened Red Bull on the pod as well.
No, they think it's BA.
Anyway, get back to AP's comment. I love AP's a top class commenter.
Yeah, well, we appreciate that. That's why he's one of the top ones.
The moment you show yourselves, Indians here will hunt your personal social media down and DM your girlfriends to show Bob's. And DM your girlfriends to show Bob's and Vagney, and you don't want that. AP's got a bit about him, and also I don't want anyone going after my girlfriend, man. She's special to me. Like I couldn't take it if anyone went after my girl.
Don't go after my girlfriend.
You haven't even got the mic. Pick the mic up. What did you hit your head on? Tease the face reveal so as long as you can, and don't change the format. We already get a lot of podcasts with time constraints and being professional type cricket banter. Just do you. Also in my head, you guys are Simon and Will from the In-Betweeners. Owen is Simon. I'm Will. No.
Oh yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
No, you're right. That's
Simon
good,
isn't that much better than Will.
Simon's a lot better than Will.
I think you're more like Will. I'm like Jay.
No, you can't cop out. He's just done it now.
What about? So, are you up for not doing? Because we don't want our girlfriends to get involved, do we?
No, we shouldn't bring them into it.
I just wish I had one. Thanks, AP. Top class. I've given him a heart and a like. I just love that. Marcus Connolly, get Craig Miles on the long hop honours board. Oh, that was when. Remember Miles scored a 6 off the last ball.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, good thinking. Your dog's attacking me.
Psychonaut. Miles just saved Coach Dave after the blunder.
That was right into the mic.
Miles just saved Coach Dave after that blunder. Great game. Thanks, Psychonaut. Good to see someone's on board with cricket captain.
He said a blunder. That's you making a massive blunder.
Listen,
we need to record more episodes of that as well.
Yeah, I'm not getting my girlfriend involved, all right?
Leave her out of it, mate. Don't even.
And she is good looking. Sankam Datal. The soft signal was out. If the guy upstairs can't decide, then the on-file decision remains.
You talking about God?
No, he means third umpire.
Oh. Right.
That was about, do you remember when, was it Joe Root? We all said that wasn't out, and then everyone's saying that is out. Listen, if the soft signal's out, it doesn't matter. We saw on the replays it wasn't out.
Yeah, don't refer it.
The soft signal's kind of rubbish as well.
Well.
So if you've already given it out, then no point going upstairs.
I know what you're saying,
And
mate.
the third umpire's got a better view than the umpire on the pitch.
Couldn't agree more.
Here's Swap and Loke. Here's where I get a bit of tapo in. Steve Smith, the best batsman. I said this in relation to the ICC ranking.
Yeah.
As per English, Australian people, Virat Kohli, the best batsman, as per South Asians. Even many Pakistanis also accept that, even though they are the fierce arch rival of India. Well, here's one for you. Alistair Cook, the best batsman.
Aliasta.
Also, how can you say Steve Smith is the best batsman at the moment when in reality he's not even playing cricket?
I think we did actually say that, but
I think I look back at it and we didn't go fully into that because we've said it so many times in the podcast before.
Okay.
But I replied to this saying, as we have said, the ICC rankings currently class Smith as the best batsman. In our eyes, Smith shouldn't even be ranked, which we...
Yeah.
And then Manny comes back. Go check the rankings again.
Okay.
Poms and Aussies can't produce a one player who can run alongside Kohli in all three formats. Not being a fanatic here, it's just the reality. Kohli is the best by a mile.
There you go. There's a fan. Got one.
I'm not liking that because I don't agree with it. Curran can play very well, and so can Wokes. I think Coley had just nipped Steve Smith the rankings. I made a bit of a blunder because I was a few games out. Please don't call the police and get my girlfriends involved.
Your friends.
According to the ICC, Virat Kohli is the best batsman. You should check before commenting.
Yeah, you should.
Sapan, listen.
Oh, sorry. No, I thought he was ripping us, not someone commented. Listen.
No, he is ripping us.
You said before commenting. Does he mean us or someone who's commenting?
No, it means us.
Go
back and listen to the IPL, that one IPL podcast where
you picked like 5 people who can't possibly be in the
retired. We're not Test match cricket. We're going to Test match special. We're going to make mistakes. Also, ICC rankings are not always perfect.
We need a Jamie.
They are based only on stats. I like stats. They don't take into account the other things that affect the play, like the environment and pressure in which Kohli makes runs. Is dramatically different than what Steve plays in. Steve don't play no more, boy. Also, Kohli has no friends.
He's got one.
I see that.
Do you think that's him?
Well, yeah, I didn't know.
That's Kohli.
I think it's Kohli's fan club. So Kohli, this is what I come back. So Kohli has recently overtaken Smith. I have made a mistake, King Kohli and all that.
Right.
Take that as you will.
Weird comment.
King Kohli and Scammer Smith is what Swapan Locke said.
Ooh.
Sorry, I probably mispronounced Swapan. Nice to have you on board, but he's really gone to town on me here. Steve Smith's batting average, Test 61, ODI 42, T20 21. Virat Kohli's batting average is 55, which is less than Smith. ODI 58 and T20 49. It's a shame that ODI and T20 doesn't really matter. So
yeah,
we'll leave that
it
at
is
that.
a shame.
Steve Smith's got a full 6 runs on top of Kohli's batting average. Smith, an excellent batsman in Tests only. Kohli's a class batsman in all formats, but not a class act. I've added that bit on there.
Right, yeah.
Just based on stats, not even taking into account the extraordinary pressure and environment Kohli has to play in compared to Smith. Kohli knows how to adapt and play in conditions or type of play. Sign of a true legend batsman, unlike Smith.
Throwing shade.
On Smith, yeah. I don't really like Smith.
No, I don't either.
This is, again, it's Swapan. I'm sorry if I'm getting Swapan's name wrong. I would like to see Joe Root play bat at number 4 instead of 3. That will help to improve him. England need a specialist 5 to 6 man pool of bench strength for top 3. If we had 5 or 6 players, we'd
put them all on the team.
With Joe Root at 4 and already good middle order, England will make more runs. We need better top order batsmen. Yeah, exactly right.
Is that all of them, mate?
No, we got 4 more.
That's a joke. That was a joke.
Nabil Hussain. He's brought out an underrated 11 for world cricket.
World cricket?
This is
underrated?
Yeah, underrated. Did we do it under England? We were going to, weren't we?
I think we did overrated.
We did worse, didn't we?
Oh,
did we do underrated? Underrated 11. Stephen Fleming's the captain, opens the batting.
Okay.
Ex-New Zealand. Herschel Gibbs, the ex-South African.
This is like...
world cricket.
But historically?
Yeah, well,
looks like it. Okay.
There's not players that are massively old in here, though. Ian Bell's number 3, underrated player.
Damien
Martin, number 4. Do you know what?
Probably.
Yeah, but I only know Damien Martin from 2005, and he didn't have a good series.
That's probably why.
Michael Hussey, number 5. Michael Hussey, underrated. He was loved by Australians.
He did well at the end of his career, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Matt Pryor, number 6, and the keepers.
I think he was underrated.
Yeah?
I think we didn't know.
I think Kumar Sankara is massively underrated. The best Test match wicketkeeper ever.
I don't think we knew how good Matt Pryor was until we tried to replace
Daniel
him.
Vettori is the spinner at number 7. Underrated?
Possibly.
Well, maybe because he was at a time with Warne and Murali.
Yeah.
Shaminder Vas, number 8. Underrated. Took a lot of wickets.
He did take a lot of wickets.
But again, he was playing alongside Murali, so maybe...
he probably is. I don't know if he's underrated. Maybe.
Umar Gul, number 9.
I'm a big fan of Umar Gul. I think he's very good in his day.
Shunath, I don't know Shunath. Must be very underrated. And Stu McGill, number 11.
Yeah, well, he just never got to play, did he?
Poor old McGilly. Number 12 is
Oh, man. He's even done a couple of subs.
He's got 12th man, 13th man, 14th man.
Wow.
There's Mervyn Dillon. Didn't know much about Dilly.
Don't know
Michael
much
Vaughan
about
is a 13th man. I don't think Michael Vaughan underage is not very good, I thought.
Captain.
Yeah, Capitano. Marcus Trescothick, 14th man. Marcus Trescothick, very good batsman.
Yeah, was he underrated, though?
Maybe because his career was cut short because of like personal problems. Maybe.
Possibly.
These are the players who play people rate, but never include when coming up with their dream test team.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'd agree with
I
that.
like Herschel Gibbs and Stephen Fleming. I think they are good openers you got there. Marcus Connolly. All I want is 100 partnership at the top of the order. Is that so much to ask?
Yes, at the moment. It's a lot to ask.
We've got no
but you're
opening
absolutely
batsmen
right.
at all.
I just want 100 runs before 3 wickets have gone down.
All out for 161 is embarrassing. And I am sick of batsmen giving their wickets away, although I love Butler's slog at the end. Don't rate Rashid. Get Leach in the squad.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Leachy.
Yeah.
Leachy, bowls are peachy. Don't know what's happened to him.
Going to the first day at the Ageas Bowl, my series 3-1 prediction is still on. So's mine. Nice one, Marcus. I would also like to see a 100-run partnership. Here's a quote, Owen.
Oh, go on.
For my 24th podcast.
Oh, who is it?
Marcus Connolly.
Yeah, but
Fantasy IPL draft.
who do you think it was? Who said it?
No, he says it's you that says it.
Oh, right, it's me.
Sunil Narine. Can't bat, can he? Owen, 2017. Narine went on to open the batting for KKR in IPL 2018. Oh, you made a blunder there, mate.
But him going on to open doesn't mean he can bat, does it?
Wait, but he can bat though, can't he? So you need
Can
to,
he? Well, I need some stats to back that up.
I think you are going to be calling a lot of people out into this octagon.
Listen, Darren Till. I take that back. I like Darren Till, and I hope he takes the belt back on Saturday. Make sure you tune in. It's going to be really early in the morning, so you won't.
I do like Marcus Connolly going back and listening to the old stuff, though. I rate that.
I think we might stretch this out to an MMA podcast as well.
Yeah.
Mainly UFC, but I've got nothing against Bellator.
Marcus Connolly, found myself calling Coley the C word.
Oh.
And putting both middle fingers up at my TV this series. I share Dave's hatred. You would have enjoyed this podcast then.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you like that?
Yeah, of course. I like Marcus. I like what he's got to say for himself. Anyway, I'm hungry and I'm tired. Thanks for being part of this podcast, guys. If you've liked this, then throw down the like button.
You can actually do that.
Yeah. Subscribe if you're new. Stay subscribed if you're old.
I think there's a button. You press it.
Get notifications. And also, great to hear some comments from you guys. Until the next time we speak, over and out. Bon voyage.
Enjoy just life, I suppose, in general, I would guess.